Hey guys, Osahan here, and we are in week number 3 of our new series, Essentials, with a period at the end, yes. And so this week, what we're going to be discussing is the idea of what it looks like for us to be worthy or to have worth. And really, what it comes down to is two big ideas, and I think it's these ideas, the ideas of our identity and our purpose. Now, both of them, I'm just going to give you a spoiler alert now, both of them are held together or connected by this one word, and that's love. You see, we live in a time and in a world where that idea of our identity and our worth normally is attached to what we do. So we tend to identify who we are by what we do, all right? However, if we attach who we are by what we do and we stop doing, for example, let's say I am a soccer player. Actually, I used to play soccer back in the day. The day I stopped playing soccer, if I just identified everything that I am and everything that I do by the fact that I'm a soccer player, the moment I stopped playing soccer would have been catastrophic for me. But here's the beautiful thing about being followers of Jesus. And this is part of the good news of the gospel is that who we are is not based on what we do, but it's based on who God is and who God has said we are. You see, in Psalm 139:14, it says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, which lets us know that we are loved by God. And because we are loved by God, there's nothing that we need to do to earn his love. There's nothing that we need to do to prove that we're worthy of being loved. We just simply are loved. And it's up to us just to place our trust in the fact that he loves us. So friends, today know that number one, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. That's your identity rests in God as a son or daughter of God. The second thing is this is our purpose. Our purpose does lean into this question of what do we do? Because identity talks about who we are, but purpose leans into what do we do or why do we do what we do? You see, each and every one of us have been given gifts or have a level of experiences in our lives that give us the opportunity to express and show the love of God to the world around us. In Matthew 22, Jesus gives what's called the Great Commandment, and it says this, that the greatest commandment is this, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And the second is just like it, and that is to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And if you're around for our Text Me When You Get Home series, that verse might sound familiar. But here's the thing, that notion of loving God and loving others speaks to our purpose. Really our purpose first to love God, knowing that we are loved by him, but then to now take that love and show that love and give that love away to the world. In 1 Corinthians 12, and you might take a look at this scripture today in your time together in your groups, it talks about different gifts that God's Spirit gives each and every one of us. And here's the thing, the purpose of the gifts is vital. It's not for us to show off. It's not for us to say, look at me, but even greater, it's for us to say, look at he. Who's he? God. To point people in the direction of God. Why? Because when you know that you've been loved by God, you have no choice but to give that love out and to give that love away. So friends, today as you talk through what it looks like to be people of worth and who are worthy, know that your worth and your identity is found first and foremost in God and God alone. You are not what you do, but you are who he says that you are. And that is fearfully and wonderfully made. And secondly, know that your purpose is only found in him, and it is found in not just being loved by him, but loving God and loving those around you, loving others, loving your neighbor. So guys, as you head off into groups, excited for your time together, guys. Hope you enjoy your discussions and your conversations. We'll see you next week.